Hi, dear students. Welcome to the grammar class. Today, we are going to have quantifiers as a topic. But Lisa, our grammar coach, is going to explain this for us.
Hello there. Today's lesson is about quantifiers. Quantifiers are words and phrases that state the number or amount of something. Some examples of quantifiers are all, many, a lot of, plenty, several, some, any, a few, a little, and both. They answer the question, how many or how much? Quantifiers are generally used with plural count nouns and non-count nouns. Some quantifiers can only be used with plural count nouns. For example, 2 students, both students, a couple of languages, few languages, a few classes, or a number of classes. Some quantifiers can only be used with non-count nouns. For example, little cheese, a little cheese, much information, a bit of information, or a great deal of studying. And some quantifiers can be used with plural count nouns and non-count nouns. For example, no students, any languages, some classes, enough cheese, a lot of information, or lots of studying. A few and a little are used to give a statement a positive sense. They mean a small amount, but probably enough. For example, we have a few apples. We don't need any more. We have a little fruit. It's enough for dessert. Few and little are used to give a statement a negative sense. They mean a small number or amount, but probably not enough. For example, few people can help. I have to solve the problem myself. I have little time to watch TV. I don't get home from work until late at night. We use much, many, a great many, a lot, lots, and a great deal to describe large amounts or numbers of things. We don't often use much in affirmative sentences, especially in conversation. It is usually replaced by a lot of or lots of. For example, we spent a lot of money on rent. Not. When the noun has the before it, or my or that, we use of after the quantifier. For example, a few of the students, many of my friends, a bit of that cheese, much of the information. After all and both, you can omit of if you want to. For example, all of the time, all the time, both of their children, or both their children. For things in general, don't use quantifiers with of. For example, all vegetables are good for you. Most food is okay in small amounts. Some food is bad for you. No sugary drinks are good for you. Don't use quantifiers with of before a singular noun. For example, one student struggled with his schoolwork. Not. Don't use a negative quantifier and a negative verb in the same simple sentence. For example, no sugary drinks are healthy. Not. Some means a number of or an amount. We use some when we don't say the exact number or amount. For example, some olives, some cheese. In negative sentences, use any. For example, there aren't any places to study quietly. Allison didn't have any money to go shopping. In questions, use some to show that you are making an offer. For example, would you like some more pizza? Use any if you're asking a negative question. For example, didn't you bring any money? We can use some and any without a noun. For example, this cheese is good. Would you like some? I don't want any. Thanks. We can also use any in positive sentences. Here it has a different meaning. Look at these examples. You can eat pizza at any time of the day. It doesn't matter which time, all times are okay. Here's another example. Mozzarella cheese is best on pizzas, but any cheese is okay. Any cheese means it doesn't matter which cheese. A few quantifiers, for example, each and every, can also be used with singular nouns. Each and every have similar meanings, but there are two main differences. First, every always refers to more than two things. You can talk about every hair on his head or each hair on his head, but for hands, you must say each hand. The second difference is that every emphasizes number, whereas each emphasizes individuality. For example, we can't interview every applicant. We interview each applicant separately. Quantifiers can also be used without a noun when it's obvious what they refer to. For example, we're trying to find a suitable apartment to rent. We've looked at a lot. We looked at several yesterday, and 2 are suitable. Notice that we don't use of when using quantifiers without nouns.
Okay, what I am going to do is to show you right now a chart that is on page 197 in your books. Here is the chart, guys. So please check it at home and practice. I want you to make some exercises at home using this chart. Okay, here are some examples that I want you to see. For example, how much is when you are using non-count and how many is when you are using count. Thank you for being with me. So see you soon. Bye.